Silver Snaps, this is Tortimer the Gray. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Pokemon Yellow Nuzlocke. Today, we are coming off a fresh win against Koga last episode, so we have got 5 gym badges here, and we are now heading toward into Saffron City in order to take on. Well, we've got to first do Silph, and then next episode we'll be doing the gyms in Saffron City. But let's head on in. We bought some water up on top of the Celadon City department store. I was looking for the tea because I remember apparently that's only in the remakes, and I guess I've played the remakes so much more recently than these older ones, because you know I was remembering like the healing station on SSN and all these other things, but a lot of that's only from the remake. So yeah, we were able to just buy a bottle of water or whatever and get that guy going, and now we're in Saffron City, which means that for the first time in a little while we actually have to do a roll. So let's go ahead. We have to go 1 to 40. Generate for Saffron City. We get 27. All right. Saffron City's roll number 27. You are limited to 2 heals at the next Poke Center / healing area. So I'll say that the Pokemon Center here in Saffron City we're limited to 2 heals, which is fine. We can just jog off to whatever other Pokemon Center we want and heal, because we've removed a couple of times ago removed the restrictions on us that kept us from healing more than 4 times or whatever. So that's no problem at all. We're all healed up at the moment as it is anyway. Okay, so what we need to do today is we need to take on Silph, because we're not going to be able to do the gyms until we do so. This guy will give us the Psychic TM, I think. I don't know if any of our people can learn it. My guess would be maybe Luna can, but her special's not great, so I'm probably going to hold on to it. Yeah, Luna can learn it, but I think I'm going to hold on to it at this point. It's possible we'll get something else that we can use that with. Alright, in fact, I want to go quickly to the Pokemon Center, and we will drop this off. I cleared out my inventory space just because I figured there's probably going to be a lot of stuff on the ground for us to pick up today. Alright, towards PC is where we want to be. Deposit. Team 29. There we go. Alright, perfect. Now, Silph's about in the middle of the city, I believe. And I think this is kind of well, I guess it's not really Team Rocket's last stand. Here we are. Because I think technically that's Giovanni in the final gym. Spoiler alert! But we have to liberate the Silph building from the clutches of Team Rocket. And so let's head in here. Oh, and there we go. Battle up. Oh, and wait, very quickly. Silph is actually its own location on Poke Earth. So we're going to roll again. 14. Let's do that very quickly. Ooh, crap. 14 is a region-wide rule. And it's not a great one. Yikes. You lose some, you gain some, you lose some, I guess. Alright, so... Oh, I should tell you. So roll 14 states you must permabox the strongest member of your party. So that's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate, because as a yellow version, it'll be rough doing this without Fiver, but Fiver is the strongest member of our party, so as soon as we finish this battle, we won't be able to use Fiver in this battle, which is unfortunate given that we have a Golbat here. But let's go ahead and slash with Morden. Oh yeah, critical hit, doing work. Alright, and then we'll fly, just because I just added fly to Morden to get up to Celadon, so let's give that a shot. Perfect. Rocket's about to use Zubat. Will Torch change Pokemon? Yes. Let's move around a little bit. Why not? We'll get Luna some experience too. So Fiver has to be permabox. That's disappointing. I really like Fiver. Hopefully we'll remove that rule at some point here. Oh, I meant to switch just for, well, we'll get variety's sake as we go through today as it is. We'll let Luna finish us off. But yeah, that's, huh. Alright, I mean, it's not game-breaking or anything. It is definitely disappointing. Thankfully, we're at a point in the game where most of our Pokemon are, you know, if this had happened, if that had happened like 3 episodes ago, where Fiverr was like the only decent Pokemon we had and everybody else was so low-leveled that, like, they couldn't function without Fiverr, that would have been devastating. Still, though, that's unfortunate. Hopefully we'll get that removed at some point, because I would love to... I'm going to put Fiverr in box 2, just so that I don't accidentally... I mean, I won't accidentally grab him out, but just for the purposes... I'm taking... I guess we could look at stats, but I'm going to assume because Fiverr's level 42 that Fiverr is counted as the strongest member of our party. Okay, so let's change box back. Okay, box number 1. Now let's see, who do we want to... We do have Glyph, although he's only a level 18. I could grind him up at some point. Slimer, Hurley. Okay, so at this point, for the purposes of Silphco, that's, I'm like, wait, what are we doing today? Silphco, for the purposes of that, I'm gonna grab Hurley. Sure, we'll call that good. We'll bring Hurley with us, and get that all settled. Here we are. All right, back at it, man. That's kind of a crummy roll. Well, I mean, we could have certainly gotten worse region-wide rules, but yeah, disappointing. Okay, so we have got to finish fighting all of the baddies here. So let's. No kids are allowed in here. All right. Throwing up the Cubone. Morden doing work. Oh, not one-shotting. I guess. Okay. Slash should finish it, maybe? There we are. Alright. You know, some of the Gen 1 sprites are not great. I love them all, but some of them are not great. But I actually do really like the Charizard back sprite in this generation. Yeah, we'll change. Who wants it? Who wants it? Let's get the Boulder out. Did we? We haven't seen a ton of the Boulder. He just kind of showed up last episode. I don't even remember... We didn't rely on him super heavily, necessarily, so we'll get him a little bit more screen time. Oop, an evil scientist. But yeah, so I feel... Oh, that's right. I'm like, why are they taking over Silphco again? But they're here for the Master Ball is why they're here. Alright, we're gonna switch... let's bring in Sari. Sari didn't get much experience screen time last time... either. Let's Razor Leaf. See what that does. Oh yeah, Sari is the queen of the crits. Sanjay is about to use Voltorb. Voltorb change Pokemon. Nah, we'll leave Sari in. Why not? Yeah, Giovanni and them they're here for the Master Ball, which means we're gonna get the Master Ball this episode. And actually, it's a kind of interesting. So I was thinking before we started recording that I would have to decide between a Pokemon at the Fighting Dojo and Lapras here in Silphco, but given that I've got Silphco on my list as its own area and it has its own role and everything like that, realistically I can get Lapras here and I can get a fighting Pokemon at the dojo, because the fighting Pokemon would be Saffron City's encounter and Silphco, or the Lapras would be Silphco's encounter. So that actually works out kind of nicely. Not so nice because now we're kind of trading Fiverr for a Lapras by having Silphco be its own area. And I didn't do that intentionally. I kind of just, when I made my encounter list or whatever, I kind of just went to Cerebi, and they've got this section of their website called Poke Earth, and it lists, you know, all of the routes and area. You can examine in detail every route and area, nook and cranny in the Pokemon universe. And so I went to Kanto and I just kind of went into the code and pulled out the full drop-down list of values and popped them into a spreadsheet and kind of went from there. Ooh, Electrode. Morden. dug his way out of that one. All right, perfect. Level 38, even better. But yeah, so, all right. Yeah, that is disappointing though. Lapras would be a good one. I'm trying to think. I think Laprases generally have pretty good special, and I think that if we get a Lapras, that would potentially be a pretty good one to use Psychic on. That's normally what I would do, is to put like Thunderbolt and Psychic on a Lapras. That's my general move set with that thing. I would have Psychic and Thunderbolt and Ice Beam and Surf or something, and that would be my usual Lapras setup. I love having everybody fully evolved at this point, though. At least, you know, my kind of core team. Obviously, well, Fiverr's not part of the core team anymore, I guess. But, having a Blastoise and a Charizard and some of that stuff now, woo, buddy. It definitely makes it a little less, nope, can't heal. All right. I was gonna say that'd be a nice little thing to be able to do since we only have 2 heals at this Pokemon Center. Not, I mean, with the Morden's flying, being able to, you know, heal at Saffron or or you know, wherever, it doesn't really matter because as long as if I have to go out of the building, I can just as easily fly to another location. Oh, okay, so this is the right way. I was like, did we go up here before? All right. None of those warps seem to go anywhere useful. Man, this guy's got almost 5 Pokemon. Look at Team Rocket up in their game. Let's go for Fly. Morden's attack missed. Curious. Levels are looking good for this area too. We really ground up for Koga's gym. It almost feels like, as I'm looking at the levels for things, that it's almost like the expectation was you come and do Silph and then you go down to Koga and do that, and then come back up to Saffron to do the other, because Koga's gym levels were lower than Sabrina's. And I don't know if I've looked at the levels for the fighting dojo or not, but it does seem like potentially, I don't know, that they expected you to kind of jump back and forth. I'm not really sure. I'm expected to use Rattata. Well, I'm going to switch because Luna's confused. We haven't seen Hurley this episode. Let's get Hurley out here. Alright, Body Slam. Loving the defenses. Defensive Pokemon. For those of you guys who have taken part in the gray version, which is it's honestly like another Pokemon run that I'm doing. It's not a Nuzlocke or anything, but it is another Pokemon run, and I'm doing that through the means of using the Pokemon Battle Simulator Pokemon Showdown, to do all of the battles, and I'm battling you guys. And every week we do a random number generator to determine, okay, so what kind of battle should we do this week in our Pokemon run? And this last weekend, yesterday, I guess, we had our 6th gym battle. It was an ice gym in the underused tier. It was the last battle of UU. Now we're moving into OU, which is everybody's favorite tier. Now, I really don't like OU much, but the nice part is I only have to battle you guys as opposed to the normal OU ladder. I hate battling on the OU ladder. You get the slightest advantage and people drop out. And I remember back when I used to record just random Pokemon Showdown battles, like I'd just get on and record a couple battles for you guys every week. I hated doing OU because it's like you'd get an episode that was even mildly useful for recording and somebody would drop out. And so I'd have to spend it started off like, oh, I can do these quick battles and you guys love them and that's great. I really need to switch Morden out of front here, don't I? But then it got to the point where I was spending more time trying to record Pokemon Showdown stuff than I was spending doing, anything else. Yeah, we'll change... Just get the boulder out here. And so, I did that for a long time. I think we did over 100 episodes of Pokemon Showdown. But with this Gray version series, where we were doing a lot of battles... I was doing a lot of battles during the week, and I was also doing a lot of different tiers because we started off in Little Cup with the baby Pokemon and have kind of worked our way up the ladder to the more powerful Pokemon, as you would do through the course of a Pokemon game. You start with baby Pokemon and you raise them up and they get bigger and stronger, and so we've kind of done that. And so you know, I kind of decided to let that take the place of those normal Pokemon Showdown things, and nobody's really complained, so that's fine. But yeah, for those of you guys who haven't really paid attention to that series, that one we're at gym number 6 there. So I guess we just finished gym number 6, so we're a little bit further ahead on that one than we are on this one, I guess technically. But yeah, that's been a fun series, and we've kind of been creating our own little Pokemon playthrough through that in conjunction with the Pokemon Showdown Battle Simulator, and it's been a lot of fun to get to battle all you guys as well. So if you guys haven't checked out that series, I would suggest you do so. I think that series gets more views than the series potentially, but still. Oh my gosh, you guys need to remind me. Get Morden out of front here. He's taking damage. Not that he can't handle it, but still. Better use Mud. Yeah, we'll switch. Alright, so what are we looking at here? 38, 38, 37, 37, 37... Come on, Hurley, you can take on a Muck. Why not? I haven't looked. I need to take a peek and see. Rest was disabled. All right, well, that's fine. I'm not resting. I need to figure out if Strength or Body Slam is better. I think that Body Slam might be because of the potential for the paralysis. But I do have Strength on him too. I should figure out which one I should be using, I guess. Okay, let's, Nope, you're evil. Okay, perfect. Why did I even start talking about Pokemon Showdown Gray version? I don't remember. I really don't. Oh my gosh, you guys, you're supposed to remind me to get Morden out of here. Come on, you're slacking. We're good to level 39. Coughing. Yep, we'll change. Bring Hurley in. I was trying to think of earlier too, as we got that Psychic TM. So what other Pokemon do we potentially have coming up, especially now that Fiver's been boxed? Who could we potentially get as like a permanent kind of replacement, assuming that we never get lucky enough to roll to have those rules removed? Because it's possible that won't happen. It took us forever to get rid of the region-wide rules that we had. I mean, we got half of those at the start of the game, and they've been with us until, you know, just now, or just, you know, a couple episodes ago when we got to the Safari Zone, I think is where we rolled to get rid of most of those. So, you guys, gosh, slackers. So, yeah, I mean, it's possible we may never get to use Fiverr again, which is really disappointing, but that kind of leaves us in a position. Fiverr was one, very strong. It was their strongest Pokemon because of, you know, all the time that Fiverr spent up in front. All right, who do we want to use? Let's see, Morden's 39, Luna's 38. Let's get Sari up front. We haven't got to use Sari a lot. She might not be the most useful against people who, generally speaking, look like they have poison and electric types, but we'll make it work. But so we head south. We're gonna go to Seafoam. So, I mean, potentially get something down there, I guess? But honestly, not really. Like, if I'm going to use another ice or water type, more than likely the Lapras we get here in Silph is going to be a much better candidate than anything we would find down there. I think at some point, well, I don't know if we have to, but I think at some point we can go to... Well, now that we got Surf, we can probably, right now, go to the power plant if we wanted, try to get a decent electric type, maybe, you know, get an Electabuzz, or I don't know what else we might find out there, but, so we could potentially do that. We do have Cinnabar left, potentially get like a Weezing, or, you know, another fire type. I don't really remember, because they've changed some stuff from, like, even Red and Blue, so... I know, like, generally speaking, you would get, like, Ponytas or, you know, something basic in that mansion there on Cinnabar. Will Tor change Pokemon? Nah, we're fine. Think that we can handle one more Magnemite before the end of the battle? Yep, perfect. And Sari, Queen of Crits, is doing her work, which is fantastic. Alright, so let's, But yeah, so if you guys have any suggestions, as I'm thinking it through here, if you have any suggestions on stuff or Pokemon we should potentially look at for replacing Fiverr. And I don't want to count him as lost, but chances are he's lost. It's a Pokemon report. 4 Pokemon evolve only when traded by link cable. Yep, we've owned 2 of them. It's a Pokemon report. Over 160 Pokemon techniques have been confirmed. I'm assuming that's TMs or no? Reported in the first virtual reality Pokemon. All right. What? There shouldn't be any children here. Oh, okay. A juggler. They were like, you know what we really need when we take over Silph Co? We need to bring a juggler. You know, because that's awesome. Juggling is the stuff. Just to keep us entertained while we... No! Techno! Send in Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime! No! Techno! Gosh darn it. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's bring in Hurley. Hurley's got pretty good defenses. We've got the greatly rising defense. Let's see. That's kind of awesome. I mean, the Kadabra was so low that it doesn't matter, but that was kind of cool. They're like, oh, my Kadabra's frail. I should bring in the Mr. Mime to set up defenses, and that will. I mean, that's bravo for first gen AI. Look at them. All right. Well, guys, we have got quite a bit of time on the timer here already, and we got a lot to get through still, I think. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed up from here, and I will bring you guys back when we get towards the end, and we've got our final. I think there's probably a Jesse James battle and a Giovanni battle here at the end. So we'll bring you guys back. Well, we've also got the rival battle. Man, we got a lot of stuff to get to. So yeah, I will bring you guys back here in just a second. Alrighty, guys, welcome back. Oh, here we go. Welcome back, guys. We are just about to take on Blue, our rival, and I thought you'd turn up if I waited here. I guess Team Rocket slowed you down. Not that I care. I saw you in Saffron, so I decided to see if you got better. Alright, so we're going to tackle Blue here. Still only 5 Pokemon. We do have Techno up front, so that works out. That he leads off with a Sand Slash. I was expecting maybe a Fearow or something, I guess, but hey, it works. Sand Slash goes down. We're pretty evenly matched in terms of levels, it looks like, based on that one there. He's got a Ninetales. I guess we'll leave Techno out for that. Yeah, perfect. But yeah, this is a long section of the game. Oh, I've been recording for like 45 minutes or something, and granted, I may cut out some of the speed up because I want this to be a reasonably length episode. Yes, we will switch for Cloisters. Sari's already level 40, so I'm going to bring in Hurley. But I did systematically go through every floor. I went back and I realized that I'd missed... I knew where the key card was, but I realized I'd missed it, so I went back. And then I started going systematically through each floor, making sure I got every item in battle and everything like that. So that took me a while, and I'll probably cut out some of that stuff, just me wandering around the building, just looking for items and stuff. But... Hurley, Maine! I know we're trapped or whatever here, but come on. just hit it. Oh, Hurley. Alright, hold on. I think Lemonade's the best. Mr. uses Aurora Beam. Alright. No, it went back to Clamp, of course. Of course it did. Our Blue is our rival, I guess. He should be smart enough to get around Hurley. Okay. Seriously though. There we go. Oh my gosh, it didn't kill. I guess he got a couple of withdrawals off. Hopefully this. There we go. Whew. Only go to level 30. I should think so. All right. About to use Kadabra. Will Torch change Pokemon. Yes. Let's bring in the Boulder. Let's throw up one Earthquake. That should be enough to finish off Kadabra, I would think. Considering how frail ours was. Yep. Okay. Perfect. Kadabra down, so that leaves just his Eevee, right? And he's got a Jolteon, so I guess we'll leave the Boulder in for that. Our electric type is unfortunately no longer on the team. Oof. Careful there, Jolteon. But yeah, so his start is level 40. So yeah, we're about perfect levels, I guess, to be taking on Gary here. So that works out nicely. Or Blue, I suppose. Oh, you are ready for Boss Rocket. All right. Well, Tort, I'm moving on up and ahead. By checking my Pokedex, I'm starting to see what's strong and how do they evolve. I'm going to the Pokemon League to boot out the Elite Four. I'll become the world's most powerful trainer. Tort, well, good luck to you. Don't sweat it. Smell ya later. Or smell ya. I think he just said smell ya. Oh, hey, you're not here. You came to save us? Why, thank you. I want to give you a Pokemon for saving us. Tort got Lapras. Do you want to give it a name to Lapras? Yes. And actually, as I was thinking, going through the speed up, why don't we give this Lapras a nickname from all the ones that you guys provided? We haven't really used a lot of those. So I'm going to do, a combined nickname of the top 2 random options here. So let's sort, expand the signature. Okay, so the top 2 choices are Tony and Riker. How do I... Oop, can't just type, I guess. Alright. So Tony Riker. Let's randomize that one more time. Let's I mean, since we don't have to, since there's nothing forcing it. Let's see. Sports as long as there we go. No. Let's... Here we go. This is one we can work with. Okay, so the top 2 options are Drax and Dexter, which I can, even my slow mind can make something work there. So this will be Draxter. And I wanted to thank you guys for submitting those names, and I apologize that I haven't used them much in the past. There's been a couple of instances where we've caught some Pokemon and I've I don't know, come up with my best estimation of what a nickname would be, and I should really just have been using this list quite a bit more. So there we go. Lapras is called Draxter. Draxter was sent to Box 1 on the PC. It's Lapras, very intelligent. We kept it in our lab, but we'll be much better off with you. Think you will be a good trainer for Lapras. It's a good swimmer. It'll give you a lift. All right, perfect. And is this going to take me right to Team Rocket? Yes. So let's quickly, while we have opportunity, let's run, the heal lady is on floor 9, so let's do that, and then we'll go take care of the boss, and it'll be perfect. Alright, so yeah, and I think I was saying this before the speed up, but I want you guys to give me some feedback on who you think, assuming Fiverr is off the team permanently, because, worst case scenario, he is, I need to know who you think I should bring onto the team to replace Fiverr. Now, chances are that, Techno's staying, Luna's staying, Morden's staying, Sari's staying. Boulder and Hurley are fluid. I love Hurley. The Boulder's been very useful. But, we're getting a fighting Pokemon next episode, so either of those guys could be replaced. So I guess let me know really who you think those final 2 slots on the team should be filled with, and we'll make that work. But for now... Hold it right there, Brat. We have got a battle against the Team Rocket duo here. I guess a trio if you count me out. But Jesse James. We've got Wheezing leading off there. I'd love to get Techno up to level 40. I think both Sari and Morden are 40 now, so I'd love to get Techno up there if possible. Finish off Wheezing. Decent experience. Let me just double check. Morden is not 40 yet. Okay. So maybe that'll be our goal by the end of the episode, to get our 3 starter Pokemon to level 40 before the end of the day. So we'll try and use them as best we can. Ooh, paralyzed. That's less than ideal. They have to run back and heal again. We'll stay in. Techno can handle a Meowth. That's right! Alright, so perfect. Meowth goes down. They're blasting off again. Blast off with the speed of light! Again! Alright. Very, very quickly, I apologize for putting you guys through this again, but if we've got a paralyzed Blastoise, I don't have any... Well, no, hold on. Let's forget this. We've got a full heal on us. We'll we'll just do that. Not that it'd save me a lot of time here, but let's, where'd it go? There it is. Perfect. And Techno's no longer paralyzed. Perfect. Alright, so here we go. Let's knock out this door here. Head on in. Ah, Tort, so we meet again. The president and I are discussing a vital business proposition. Keep your nose out of grown-up matters. I don't know why he felt like he had to take over the building to have a business meeting with the president of Silph, I guess. I mean, maybe that was necessary. I don't know. Giovanni's got 4 Pokemon. He leads off with his Nidorino. Alright, I'm actually going to switch into Morden. Nidorino uses the Fury attack. Alright, looking good. Let's throw that dig up, and we should be able to KO Nidorino. Yes, perfect. Alright. Techno grew to level 40. Even better. Morden gained experience. We're about to use Persian. We'll stay in on that. Let's get Fly going. That'll be Stab at least. We can use Screech. Fly gets us close. We avoid both Screeches, which is fantastic. Persian goes down. Morden gets experience. Level 40. Perfect. Alright, so our goal has been met. I was about to send in Rhyhorn. We'll take change Pokemon. Yeah, why not? Alright, so 40, 40, 40. I guess we'll bring in the Boulder for now. Let's get Earthquake going. Should finish off Rhyhorn. Yes, maybe? Yes, perfect. Alright. Then what's he got? He's about to use Nidoqueen. We'll Torch change Pokemon. Yeah, why not? I want to bring in Luna. Probably the worst Pokemon on the team to bring in. But in the end, I honestly don't even necessarily believe... Ooh! When she starts throwing up double kicks, it's the worst Pokemon to bring in. Alright, changing tactic. Let's bring Techno back in. Blue on blue here. There we go. Ghosts of future Pokemon that could have been. We could have had a beautiful Nidoqueen of our very own, and that would have been awesome. Rest in peace, Cleopatra. Alright, Nidoqueen goes down, and we defeated Giovanni, so there we go. Team Rocket Boss. Arrgh, I lost again! Tortimer! Blast it all, you ruined our plans for Silph, but Team Rocket will never fail. Tort, never forget that all Pokemon exist for Team Rocket. I must go, but I shall return. Alright, well, there we go. Secretary, thank you for rescuing all of us. We admire your courage. Alright, well, get out of my way. Here we go. Thank you for saving Silph. I will never forget you saved us in our moment of peril. I have to thank you some way. Because I am rich, I can give you anything. Here, maybe this will do. Torque got a Master Ball. So, I get the Master Ball just because, and he wouldn't give it to Giovanni because why? Oh, hey! Alright. Well, let's call it a day then, because this is going to be a really long episode. I've been recording for an hour. Yikes. Let's deposit Hurley for a moment. I just want to take a look at Dragster here, our new Lapras. So let's do that. Let's see. Dragster stats. Ooh, it's only level 15. Oh, okay. Pretty good, well-rounded stats, though. A little slow, but all in all, not bad. Knows Water Gun. So, alright. Anyway, guys, I'd love to get your feedback on who those last 2 slots should be, because I really think that, I want to keep Sari, Morden, Techno, and Luna on the team. And then, assuming Fiverr's not coming back, who should the other 2 slots be? Maybe the fighting Pokemon we get next time. Chances are, I don't think there's any other Pokemon we can get in Saffron, so chances are we'll be getting a fighting Pokemon next episode from the Fighting Dojo. If you have a preference between Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee, let me know. I'd love to get your guys' feedback on that. But yeah, anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I've been Torment the Gray, and you guys have been great. Make sure to leave those likes, comments, and subscriptions for me, guys. And I will see you all back here next time on Pokemon Yellow Dice Lock. Alrighty, guys. Have a good one.